All right, everyone. Welcome to our web project. My name is Chris. It's Connor and Jacob here also with me. We are looking at CSSuper, which is our web project that we've made. It allows you to sort of create your own websites and allow them to put data in there. You can host a website, you can share the websites. It's fun information. And say I want to sign up, create my own website. I have to go through here and create an account first. I'm feeling evil today, so let's do this. Make a password relatively simple so Connor can help me. Email. Oh, yes. I believe that will work. Just go here. Confirm the password. Very secure. I can put in my information. That's it. And then just put in the billing address. In case, this was an actual website, you would put your billing address to pay. So now here I am at the homepage here. I don't have any sites, of course, but I can create a new one. So I'll go here, create the name of the site. So we'll set the plans. And for the host name, we'll put this right there. This will help us set up our Docker. Create it here. As you can see, we have our site now created. There won't be much on it initially, just the index file. What we can do is that I can also share it to other people who have registered as well. So for example, if we need a rebel on the side, we can send it to Luke Skywalker with his ID number. Click that, and it should be successfully shared. Now Connor will talk to us more about this.
So hi, I'm Connor, and so as you saw, there's not much very interesting for the site right now. What we can do is we can upload files. This works best with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but there are ways to set up other kinds of websites, which is something we will briefly talk about later. So I upload my table search, and that's just the example from class. Now if I go here, boom, it's table search. It's set up. And real quick, I'd like to show off account details. Here you can change information about your account. So you have to set your password to do that. Now I can change anything about my account. And go here, submit. And if I go to account details, we can see that it updated. And before we showed you that we were able to share sites, and we shared that site with Luke Skywalker. So let me sign in as them real quick. If I go here to shared sites, and boom, there it is. And here I can also I can view the site, upload files, or use the terminal, and that's something that we will discuss later. I can't do everything, so I can't change the plan. I can't delete the site, which is a bit unfortunate for Luke, but that's okay. So let me log back in as Darth Vader.
I think it's Darth Vader at Sithboard.com. Apologies, I'm getting too creative here.
Was there a period?
No, there was no period.
All right, I'm in. I'm Darth Vader, and I almost forgot my own email. So I'll pass it off to Jacob now, who has to show off some extra functionality.
Hello, everyone. So as you've seen so far, CSSuper is a web app that allows users to easily set up hosting for their websites. And you've seen how users can upload simple HTML, CSS, and JavaScript apps to their web servers. But one extra feature that our application supports is actually an in-browser terminal for the web server. So if you look here, you'll see obviously we have a terminal. And this terminal actually allows us to run commands in the web server that our web app created for the user. So for example, I can run commands like who am I to get the user that I'm logged in as. I can run pwd, get my current directory. I can also list all the files in the current directory, but I can even run more advanced commands. For example, I can run apt install to update, or no, sorry, not apt install. I can run apt update to update package lists. And as you can see, all my package lists have been updated just like it would be on a regular terminal. So a few notes about this terminal. It's currently not fully featured. It doesn't support stateful commands, so any command that needs to remember something between calls or that needs user input before returning its result. So for example, cd currently not supported, unfortunately. To go along with that, as you can see, you're required to put -y after apt install commands, or else the command will hang, because again that requires more user input before it terminates. But yeah, overall the in-browser terminal allows the user to basically run arbitrary commands on their web server, which they can use to even set up a web app that they load from GitHub into their HTML server directory. So now you've seen the site terminal plans. Another cool feature of the site is our plans feature. So before we go check that out, take note of the number of resources that are allocated to this website right here. Notice it has 128 megabytes of memory, and it's running on one core. Now if I click the plans section, you'll see that we have 3 plans that we can put a website on. And these represent 3 different resource levels that can be allocated to a web server. So see, the cheapest one only gets 1 core and 128 megabytes of memory. The more costly standard one gets 2 cores and 512 megabytes of memory, and the Pro, most expensive one, gets 4 cores and 1 gigabyte of memory. So if I want to switch the plan that my site is on, I can select the Pro plan. If I go back to my dashboard, you notice now I have what's equal to 1 gigabyte of memory, and I'm running on 4 cores. Let's see. Just to review, the user is not limited to just one site. We can, in fact, make more sites, but I'm not going to right now because we do not have any more domain names. But basically, a user can point at any domain name that they own to a particular site, and our web app will intelligently route the request to that server. And that's about it for CSSuper. So again, CSSuper is a web hosting platform that simplifies the process of setting up websites for a user setting up their website, and allows them to run their website in a secure, isolated environment. So thank you very much for listening, and hope you enjoyed